Lesson 46. Do it yourself. So great is our passion for doing things for ourselves that we are becoming increasingly less dependent on specialized labor. No one can plead ignorance of a subject any longer, for there are countless do-it-yourself publications. Armed with the right tools and materials, new devices gaily embark on the task of decorating their own homes. Men, particularly, spend hours of their leisure time installing their own fireplaces, laying out their own gardens, building garages, and making furniture. Some really keen enthusiasts go so far as to build their own computers. Shops cater for the do-it-yourself creeds, not only by running special advisory services for novices, but by offering consumers bits and pieces which they can assemble at home. Such things provide an excellent outlet for pent-up creative energy. But unfortunately, not all of us are born handymen. Some wives tend to believe that their husbands are infinitely resourceful and can fix anything. Even men who can hardly drive a nail in street are supposed to be born electricians, carpenters, plumbers, and mechanics. When light fuse, furniture gets rickety, pipes get clogged, or vacuum cleaners fail to operate. Some women assume that their husbands will somehow put things right. The first thing about the do-it-yourself game is that sometimes even men live under the delusion that they can do anything, even when they have repeatedly been proved wrong. It is a question of pride as much as anything else. Last spring, my wife suggested that I call in a man to look at our lawn mower. It had broken down the previous summer, and though I promised to repair it, I had never got around to it. I would not hear of the suggestion and said that I would fix it myself. One Saturday afternoon, I hauled the machine to the garden and have a close look at it. As far as I could see, it needed only a minor adjustment, a turn of a screw here, a little tightening up there, a drop of oil, and it would be as good as new. Inevitably, the repair job was not quite so simple. The mower firmly refused to move, so I decided to dismantle it. The garden was soon littered with trunks of metal which had once made up a lawn mower, but I was extremely pleased with myself. I had traced the cause of the trouble. One of the links in the chain that drives the wheels had snapped. After buying a new chain, I was faced with the insurmountable task of putting the confusing jigsaw puzzle together again. I was not surprised to find that the machine still refused to work after I had reassembled it. For the simple reason that I was left with several curiously shaped bits of metal, which did not seem to fit anywhere. I gave up in despair. The weeks passed and the grass grew. When my wife nagged me to do something about it, I told her that either I would have to buy a new mower or let the grass grow. Needless to say, our house is now surrounded by a jungle, buried somewhere in deep grass. There is a rusting lawnmower, which I have promised to repair one day.